Hello, my collective. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's well. Everyone's had a wonderful day, or is about to have a great one wherever you are. Welcome back. Yeah, so I wasn't able to close my last reading properly, but here we are. I have so many downloads even today. Let's just get going. Let's just not waste any time and any chit chatting, whatever. I have so many downloads, and I want to keep it within an hour's time. So let's just get going. Okay, so the first one, oh yes, let me just cover this one first from the last time that I wasn't able to cover. Okay, so I have this so this download was about someone trying to bind you, my collective. Okay, they were not able to. Let me just give you that news also, just alongside, so just be relieved. But yes, there was an attempt. Now this is an op, or it could be someone just envious, jealous, or someone that you left in the past. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you pointers here. Just take it as it resonates. So, oh my God, look at how rich this color looks, right? It looks really beautiful even in person, but on the screen it's looking really lovely, ain't it? All right, so yeah, as I was saying, so someone's trying to bind you to something. Like, it could be, let me give you pointers here. It could be, and so the download that was given to me was someone trying to bind you, but when I just trying to register it, in, you know how I do it, right? I've already told you a number of times that I just put it down on a piece of paper. So when I was putting it down, I did not write it as someone trying to bind you something. I literally just wrote one word, bondage. And then I was really taken aback. It doesn't exactly mean the same thing, but you know what I mean. So the outcome, the consequence that they want is that you be in their bondage or something. But it could be a number of things. And just bear with me. But I'm just trying to articulate my thought here. So could be bind you to not just themselves. It could be oh yes, that could be one of the things. It could be an ex-lover trying to bind you to themselves, that you're not able to move on. You're able to you just keep sulking, and the thoughts keep reminiscing, be in that Six of Cups energy, if you know what I'm trying to say, right? That could be one of the renditions of this message, okay? But it feels like this person could also be trying to bind this person, or whoever it is. It could be someone from your past. It could be an ex-friend, it could be your ex-colleagues, it could be someone from your past, it could be people that you left behind. Now take it as resonates. It could be relatives. They could be trying to bind you to a certain outcome, let's say failure, let's say depression, let's say, okay, I'm not trying to manifest this into your life or something, but I want to just be very honest, right? With my download, I cannot just let it be just because I think that it would trigger somebody here. So just bear with me, collective. If you find these messages very triggering, you can always just click away to something else, something that is more up to your vibe on the day. All right, I would not mind it. I would perfectly understand this journey. All right, so absolutely feel totally free to just click away should you feel triggered at any point in time. But I also have to be very, very honest in giving these messages, okay? So I'm not going to sugarcoat shit, as I always say. All right, so again, this person could be trying to bind you. It mostly is, okay, so half of me thinks that it is, yes, an ex trying to bind you to themselves, but also this could be trying to not just themselves. It's about a feeling. They're trying to bind you to a feeling, not just themselves. It's not just that. It could be that trying to bind you to depression, to isolation. No, you're no longer in that isolation, hermit energy, being within yourself period anymore. That has come and gone. You were supposed to be in that energy to be able to learn a lot of things, to be able to introspect, to be able to transform. You needed that. But that period is over now. Now you're supposed to step into your leadership role, which you're already doing that. You're supposed to be in this leadership role, and that is why I feel that this person is probably trying to bind you into that, going back into the shell mode, if you know what I'm trying to say. You're getting my point, right? It's not that this person wants you to be stuck on them. That's a different kind of a stuckness, different kind of a bondage, different kind of a binding. This person wants you to be bound to a feeling of sadness, of being betrayed. Thank you, collective. Being betrayed, being isolated, being abandoned. You getting a point? Are you getting the gist, collective? This is what this person is trying to do. They're trying to put you into that. They want you to stay in that mold, stay in that mental place. Now you're getting it more, right? So see why sometimes it takes me this long to come to the point, because I also get these downloads are very different. They are like not just simple messages. Your divine is not dictating me. It's not like dictating and letter to be typed or something. It's not like, it doesn't work like that. It works very differently. Okay, and for all those who think, oh, I don't know what she's talking about, downloads. What are downloads? Have you heard of Vedas? Have you heard about Rig Ved, Sam Ved, Atharva Ved, Yajur Ved? Have you heard of these? They're all downloads, my friend. So if you ever feel like you don't understand what downloads are, those are downloads. Go and just read a book, find out what they are. All right? Okay, coming back. So this person wants to bind you to that feeling of being in lack, being deprived, being isolated, being abandoned, being overlooked, being betrayed, if I've repeated that again. But I just feel that is the feeling they want to bind you to, but it did not work. There was an attack on you just recently, about 2-3 days back, or it could be very recent, whenever, take it as it resonates. But I know that there was an attack on you for you to be bound to this. I got this message on Monday, and I got like confirmations, like literally my chaos falak download, which I shared with you on Sunday on my last read. I got confirmation that I told you about. I got 3 to 4 confirmations within an hour. Now for this one, for this trying to bind you, bondage kind of this message, I got multiple confirmation. I mean, again, 3 to 4 confirmations in about 15 minutes. I mean it. So there was like literally happening actively at the time that I was getting the message. Alright, so it could, but then these are timeless readings. All of my readings are timeless readings. If you're getting it now, if I'm able to share it now on a Thursday, which is like 3 days later, then it would resonate with you now. And maybe you were supposed to know it only now, after it has already happened, and the attack was successfully returned to sender. Let me tell you that is something which I already shared to you. I have again confirmations on that this attack was successfully backfired. It was successfully returned to sender, and by who else? Archangel Michael. Literally, he put his hand up, and I've got a confirmation, trust me. He put his hand up that he wants to do it. He would love to do it. There could be other angels who could have done it. There could be other deities who could have done it for you. But literally, Archangel Michael did it. So whoever you believe in, okay? Like I said in my last reading also, whoever you believe. If you feel Hanumanji is your Archangel Michael, then he did it. If you think Kali Ma is your Archangel Michael, then she did it. If you think Lord Shiva is your Archangel Michael, then he did it. So in all in one, the divine did it. Divine returned the attack to the sender, and they felt it that very second. When they sent it, they got it back instantaneously. And if they tried to phase it into like 2-3 days, they got those back in those 2-3 days. I think there was like a part of it or a new plan. I don't know. Let's not go too much into it. Either a part of it or a whole new brand new plan was something of that sort was hashed yesterday also, but it was backfired instantaneously again. Congratulations, my collective. We have divine all around us. But again, what is most important here, that you must always thank, because these things don't even reach you, like most of you, right? You're only getting either you get feels, or most of it you get through people like me, like other seers and mediums and psychics and readers. You get these messages through us, and then you realize, yes, I did feel something like this. Oh, that exactly what it was, what she's telling me, right? Getting a point, that is when you connect 2 dots or something. So just, you don't even know. My point being is, you don't even come to know how much divine shields you, how much divine protects you from these negative attacks. So just please, the least you can do is to just be thankful and grateful to them every day. Just tell them that you love them and you're thankful and grateful to them every day of your life. But I just do that bit, alright? So this was the download that I got on Monday, that I wasn't able to share like instantly with you guys. Let me just see what else, if I've got something left from. Yeah, there is a sub message, but let me just get confirmation on this sub message. I don't have a confirmation on that, so let me just get that. Get a confirmation. As soon as I get even one confirmation, I'll share that message with you. Right. Okay. So also, okay. Give me a second, huh? Okay, Divine is asking you to stay in balance. I'm just trying to put it as simply as I can, because sometimes I feel I was told by Divine that I'm doing it very fast. Or maybe I'm sharing too many messages with you in just a single reading. I don't know. So I'll just go. I'm trying to keep it as elementary as possible, my collective, because I know there are people from all stages of spiritual journey here. There could be some that are literally at my stage, some could be some that are ahead of me who still are curious and are watching. There's people who have literally just started on this journey, so they're like kindergarten kids. So I have to be mindful of everybody here. So just sometimes if you feel, so then if it is, for most people it is like what I got told was it's too fast, so I'm going to just go a little slower. I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. Alright, so there is a message from Mata Lakshmi. Alright, wherein she's telling all of us, including me, alright, all of us, it is for a collective, it is a collective message, and I am with you in the collective, alright, collective. So there is this message for all of us, not for a select few, but for all of us, wherein she is asking us to stay in balance. It seems like a very generic message. Why is she saying that? But she did come up and quoted literally that, have you seen me? Have you noticed where I sit? So she said, she was pointing out of the fact that she's sitting literally on a swamp, on a lotus. Like lotuses are in a swamp, they grow in a swamp, right? In still water, in stagnant water. So they take this symbolically. Stagnant water, that it could be adversity, it could be lack of progress. You're getting my point? Stagnant water. So the lotus only thrives in, only grows in stagnant water. And she is sitting on top of a lotus like so, balancing herself on a lotus. Like, so what she's trying to tell us is that she is, look at her, she's a goddess of wealth, abundance, prosperity. She could be anywhere. She could literally be sitting on a throne. But why is she sitting on top of a lotus? She's telling you that, she's symbolically telling you that she has earned all of that. She's a goddess of all of that. And she's over and above adversity. She has conquered adversity in way of swamp. Secondly, on lotus, she's sitting on a lotus. Imagine, lotus is literally on one stem like so, right? It's not a tree, it's a flower, right? It's on one stem and petals grows like this. That means she has to be in utmost balance to be able to keep it in balance. There's not two stems, right? It's not like this. There are 2 or 4 stems that she has got balance. She's got like a, so literally on one stem. So she must really be in poise, in that beautiful stance, absolutely, where her weight is very equally distributed amongst everything. Are you getting where she's getting at? She literally told me that she's sitting on top of a lotus, for heaven's sakes. Like, she's not sitting on a throne, she's sitting on a lotus. So if she could do that, what she expects from you is that balance. So she wants to do for you to, like, whatever you're doing splendidly. She's not discouraging you. But what she's trying to do is she's asking you, she's encouraging you to bring more balance into your life. Like, whatever you're doing, just organize your work day more effectively, more efficiently. If you're, overlooking to do certain things, do them. Take out time for everything. Be it your house chores, be it your, be it whatever, your time with your family, let's say your TV time, your other enjoyment time, your work time, your meditation time, your spiritual time, whichever. I'm just quoting from my life, alright? So all of this. So she wants you to manage this time more efficiently and more effectively. You're getting my point. She wants you to bring more balance into your life. She's not discouraging you. Let me repeat that at the cost of repeating myself. I just want to make it very sure she's not saying, oh, I'm not happy with what you're doing. She's very happy with what you're doing, collective. Alright, 1 second. Just hang on, right? This humidity and our hair is not, they don't agree with each other. Alright, anyways, hang on for a second. Let me just set my hair when I'm happy with it. How I'm happy with it. Oh, happier now. Alright, so she's asking you to bring more balance. Very beautiful, and such a beautiful example she gives. I never even realized that that's true. Of course, we realize that she's sitting on a lotus, but not the way that she said it. Which is like, I'm sitting on a lotus, I'm not sitting on a throne. Why do you think that is? If I could do it, so could you. I want you to be like me, be more like me. Alright? So let's just take her example and be very grateful and thankful that she's speaking to us. She wants to bring in more, wants to shower us with more abundance and prosperity, it seems. She wants us to be more organized so that she has more opportunities for, to, like I said, shower us with more blessings, more materialist and 5D spiritual blessings, not just. Mata Lakshmi's blessings are not just materialist, it's not just money, it's a lot of abundance, happiness, prosperity. Look at her household. She's married to Lord Vishnu. They are happy. They're like the perfect couple, right? So I think it's not just, don't look at it in terms of like getting her blessings only. If you make her happy, you'll get Lord Vishnu's blessings as well. They come together. Alright, so what else we got? Then I've got, okay, something about hearing and attachments. So it could be something about this. These words were given to me like, again, just singular words and no stories around it. Hearing and attachments, I think again it is about, I think when they talk about hearing, they mean hearing about, I want you to hear your inner self more, the God inside you. They want you to take more heed of what's inside you, what your listen more to your intuition, listen more to your instinct. Alright, now start, this is the time, collective, you start like trusting your instinct. You get certain pointers and God will help you. It's not, instinct doesn't come like, it's not just out of the blue it comes, and your third eye doesn't just open out of the blue or something. It is literally God's work in your life. So if you are given those hints, trust me, for the most in my life, I just always considered other people better than me. I don't know, maybe I was just raised I was raised as a very humble child, so always, despite being the best at this and the best at that, I always somehow believe that everyone else is better than me. You know what I mean? That you grow with certain that feeling, that kind of feeling, that certain element of being too over humble, to an extent that to your own detriment. Am I making sense to you, if at all? Karmics are literally my opposite. They're just absolutely up in the air. They would not be getting any of this, what I'm saying. But no, my collective would understand, right? God's children would understand what I'm talking about. So there is this element of wherein you and I people, in my past at least, I can just vouch from my journey in the past, right? When we trust other people's judgment, other people's wisdom more than our own selves. Yeah, somehow we just always thought, let's say for instance, other people are smarter than you, other people are more talented than you, other people are more skilled than you, when in reality, no, they never were. But you just gave other people too much credit and did not give enough credit to yourself. You getting my collective? So I think it's about time my collective would be getting it. I think it's about time for you to absolutely, this would transform your journey. It would transform you, collective. If you were just as judgmental to others as much as you're to yourself, it'll change you. Literally. I think you just give too many discounts to other people and you're just too hard on yourself. You're getting my point? That's how I was. I think about 5 years ago, I was literally, up till 5 years ago, I was literally like that. And I had to literally change my programming from the inside. God made me do that. What? Literally to a point, I always thought of everybody, like I said, everybody else was better, everybody else was this, and everybody else was that. I thought, oh, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm this, maybe I'm not that great, or maybe this. No. Divine literally made me. There was once, I got this big chart from, I think it was Mata Kali. Big, not chart. It was when they ask you to, they just try to wake you up, in a sense. I wasn't a jhar. I've never got a jhar up till now, touch wood, from Mata Kali, never. But it was just more like when you try to wake you up to a certain fact that have you ever, it was like, oh my god, have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror? Literally, said that. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror? Like, so they were like, I don't want to like bonk about certain things, and she was like, okay, I don't want to bonk about those things, and I don't want to like sound, too arrogant or something, so I'm not going to repeat that, but I'm just telling you that divine also like would like you to, the message is only coming because they think that you need to hear your instinct first. Just start trusting yourself more than other people. Start building trust in yourself that you think it is this way, then it is this way. Trust me, I won wars based on my instinct. So can you. So can you. And I was not winning at life until I was like not giving myself enough credit, my due credit, if you know what I mean. So the moment I changed that, and it took me a while, I'm not saying this is like it'll take you an hour to do it. No, this will take you a little time to get to like change your programming. It would take you time, but you need to start and start listening to yourself, start hearing yourself. Something about, and then the second part is attachment. Something about attachments. What are your attachments? Are you attached to certain people? Are you again attached to, it could more be about, it could be about people. It could be that you're attached to certain people that you trust more than yourself. Okay, you need to like correct that, bro. There is literally no one on this planet that you can trust more than yourself. The other entity that you can trust is, the other spirit that you can trust is of course divine. That is it. It's literally you and the divine. There's literally no one else. And count out everyone. Count out your siblings, count out your parents, count out everybody else, all your besties, all your pals, all your colleagues, all your daru buddies and smoke buddies. Just count everyone out. There's no one for you. Literally, it's you and the divine. No one else for you, literally you and the divine. So you need to like detach from everything. You know what I mean? So you could be like absolute, you could be like Arjuna. You could be as smashing as Arjuna, but then Arjuna was not able to do his duties, right? Because of those attachments. If you remember the whole Gita part where Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, I've quoted this about 1,000,000 times, but that is why Gita is the manual of life. Literally, I'll quote this again. I'll tell you what. So what are attachments? Now, Arjun was attached to his family. He was like, I'm not going to go to war. He tells Lord Krishna, I can't do this. I can't kill my brothers. I can't kill my gurus. I can't kill my uncles. I can't kill my this. I can't kill my kin, basically. I won't do it. Then Lord Krishna was like, that is your dharma. It is your dharma. So are you so attached to your love and to your relationships and to everybody else and to this 3D world that you would overlook your dharma? It is your dharma to do this. It is your dharma to fight this battle. Would you not do it? These are the attached. He said you are attached. The whole point of Gita is detachment. You can only do your duties. You can only contribute to society once you're detached from them. Detached from these elements, these 3D elements, or even like, I hope this is not too esoteric for you, right? I hope you're getting my will. The attachment bit, let's say, divine says, I'm okay with you living your life. Lord Krishna literally tells you to live your life. He is not asking you to renounce everything and go to a mountain and go live on a tree. He's not saying that. He in fact tells you that you need to live in this karmic world. You need to pay your karmic debt. How will you pay your karmic debt if you renounce the world and just go and live on the mountains? That's not how a karma yogi lives. He asked you to live. What he says is that you need to be able to, in order to fulfill your duties as a civilian, as a brother, as a sister, as a father, as a daughter, as whichever relationship you have with the rest of the world, whatever relationships you have with the rest of the world rather, you can only do it once you're detached from them. You can only do those duties well once you are detached from them. What happens when you're detached from them? You detach from the outcomes. At your point, you're only able to do something really well once you're not attached to it. Let's say you were to fight a fight, but you only, I only would win it. There's no other outcome possible. You'll never be able to do that thing well. In order to fight that fight correctly, you need to be able to see it from all angles, perceive all possibilities. But if you're overly attached to an outcome, you'll never be able to see it. I hope I'm making sense, my collective. It is getting slightly esoteric, and I'm suddenly reminded by the divine that just to keep it slightly slower in terms of esoteric knowledge. So I'm going to just keep it down. All right, this was all that I have for attachment. Just take it as it resonates. I'm sure we'll keep on getting more clarifications, more messages, more stories along with it, which will make sense to you. But definitely about attachments is nothing. There's no one more who has spoken better than Lord Krishna, Sri Hari himself. No one else has spoken better than that, really. So you must read the Gita. If nothing, just read the 18th chapter, wherein he asks, "Kya tera moh nasht hua, Arjun? Kya tera moh nasht hua?" And he's asking Arjuna ki, after all listening to the 18 chapters of my Gita part that I've just told you, have you been able to detach yourself, Arjuna? Have you been able to detach yourself? Free yourself? It is literally that. There's no one else who can literally, if this has been given to me right now, then this is it. This is what they wanted to say. Alright, okay, think about it, dwell on it, absorb it as much as you can. Go back and forth with yourself in your head, and you will understand what Sri Hari is trying to tell you. Mata Lakshmi and Sri Hari right after. Wow, nice, no? They both are there. I told you, you cannot just get Mata Lakshmi's blessings. If you make her happy, Lord Vishnu's blessings, Sri Hari's blessings will come to you. Automatically, they will come together. Alright, so then what else? Okay, something about, okay, so I was given this, you will defeat them this lifetime. I think this is about a karmic relationship. So again, I'll repeat my download if I did not do it correctly. The download was, you will defeat them this lifetime. So I think this could be, what I got from it was that it could be about a karmic relationship that you have with like someone from your past life, that karmic relationship is just following you into this, has followed you rather. Absolutely confirmed that karmic relationship has followed you into this lifetime. Alright, could be a past adversary, could be a past soulmate, could be a past twin flame, could be a past relative, whoever, like soul tribe, or it could, like I said, it could be literally be your past adversary, someone who, but someone perhaps has been able to defeat you in your past lifetime, who was able to defeat you in your past lifetime, but this lifetime you will defeat them. It is something like maybe they have somebody betrayed your trust and just, traumatized you in the last lifetime, took your life, whatever they did. Betrayed you, took your kingdom, cheated you, God knows what was done in the last lifetime, but this time it is like you will defeat them this lifetime. So this is happening for certain. So I think you could be a pure soul that you trusted someone in your last life, and that betrayal has followed you into this one. Anji. Okay, I thought this was my husband coming in and just closing the door. Anyway, so okay, so you will defeat them this lifetime. There's like, if at all you feel there's a karmic connection that is like just following you. You're not able to get rid of these people no matter how much you tried. You have tried everything. You tried to say no as many possible ways, but they still keep on following you. They are karmics, alright, and they probably might. It seems like because Divine said you will defeat them this lifetime, so it seems like that they were able to defeat you in the last life. I think they probably just betrayed you at the last time, like did something, backstabbing bit, or took away something, cheated you out of something, or cheated you into something, God knows, something. It just seems like they were able to, I felt that they were literally were the lifetime bit. I felt that they were able to take whatever, something very, very, very valuable from you in your last lifetime. It could literally be whoever, like if you are, God knows what. Take it as it resonates. I'll leave it to you. I'll leave it to your imagination. I'll leave it to what your life is right now, and whatever you feel you were in your past life, you have an idea. But this lifetime, you will defeat them. This is an adversary that has been following you for lifetimes, and you will defeat them this lifetime. You will defeat them. Alright? So, and if Divine is telling you that means you're going to defeat, this is going to be like a very public defeat for them. I'm telling you. Very public defeat for them. Because it's coming very you will defeat them this lifetime. It was like, is almost like Divine wants to like just set the score right, you know. Just trying to like just set the record straight. It just, that's how it came through. So wonderful, yeah, and just not bad, no? Okay, so what else? I have another message, but I don't want to like just, I would take confirmation on that message first, and then we'll talk about it. Should we do energy readings? Should we? It's just how much? 30 minutes on the clock. We can do it. We can do a little bit of tarot. Already got the candles going, my collective. Already got them on. Archangel Michael, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Gabriel guarding us. And I'm telling you, I am repeating this over and over again. I'm telling you that they literally are protecting you. You must give them the thank. It's a simple thank you. Thank you, my angels. If nothing else, you don't want to say a long prayer, just say thank you, my angels. I'm eternally grateful and thankful to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you so much. Thank you. Say something like that. They are literally, they're doing really, they're protecting you from a lot of negative entities right now that are just trying to intensify their attack, Divine was saying, because you're very close to your breakthrough, or you have gotten your breakthrough, and now I saw Archangel Michael ahead. Swear to God, I saw Archangel Michael, and he's right here. See? Chariot card. You're moving forward. You're moving forward. This card flipped, and Archangel Michael is there. I'm telling you, they're blessing you. They're blessing you. They are. And there was literally a message that was given to me by Divine Father, who was like literally that he just put his hand up, like Archangel Michael put his hand up and said, I want to do it. I want to go and defend this person. I want to go and defend my child. I want to go. It's like that. I want to go. Like anybody could have been sent by, by the Divine, but Archangel Michael put his hand up and said, I want to go. I want to personally go and defend this person. Imagine how much love and light he has for you. So much. So imagine the commander-in-chief of the Divine Army of Cosmic, whatever, this cosmos. Imagine, wanted to come himself and defend you. Aren't you special? Aren't you special? Imagine your entourage. Imagine the ops have got like zeros and zombies around them, and you've got like angels. You've got Archangel Michael like sitting literally and saying, I want to just be in front of this person with my sword. I want to be the one who sends this negative attack back to the sender. I want to be that one. Imagine that. Imagine your importance in this cosmos, collective. That's what I'm saying. If you start giving yourself credit, had you not been important, the entire Divine Army, including myself, would not have been coming and sharing this knowledge with you. I'm a part of this Divine Army. Remember that. Alright? So I'm here, your friend Hermitage is here, because I know I am delivering these messages to you because Divine wants me to deliver these messages to you. You must be important. Stop just taking credit away from yourself, and stop giving too much credit to other people. Just judge them as much as you judge yourself. And then one day you'll say they're not that. You'll see it. They're not that great. They're not great. They're not people are not. I always thought, like I said, almost hand to God, my collective. I thought that everybody else was smarter than me. I always thought they are more smart. They're not. They're not. People are not. They just don't. Okay, there is some. I don't want to like say those words because this person will take them very, 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 very personally. But just understand it. Okay, I'll say it symbolically. Let me just not quote the incident, but there's something that I had like mentioned, and this person like came back and said like, oh, I was not able to see this. It was just this. I thought this was very shallow or something. And to me, since I have grown, and I also like I have seen my own growth, right? Had it been my version, which was 5 years ago, they would have like literally gotten into a back and forth with them, trying to convince them that no, this is how I see it. Do you not see my point of view? And they would have, I don't see it. And I would like, no, come on, like, do you not see it? 5 years ago, who I was would have done that bit, would have gotten into a 10-15 minutes of back and forth with them. Maybe 2 years ago, while a version would have, still tried to say something once, would have been sad. Oh, they don't get it. Oh my God, they don't get it. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job to explain it to them. My current version doesn't give a fuck. He was like, oh my God, when she said that, I was like, oh, it was too shallow. I don't think it was right. I was like, I just literally gave a very 3D answer. I could have given them a 5D answer. Like I just said, I would have given them a 5D spiritual answer in my 2 years back version or a 5 years back version. But this time I just gave them a 3D answer and just got going with it. It's not my job to make you understand. I can't make anyone smarter. Please understand this. Very 3D version. If you're not able to understand something, please understand that there's no way that I can make you smarter. Secondly, spirituality, this knowledge chooses you. Alright, it chooses you. So now let's say, for instance, like I just mentioned you, the Vedas and all, they are readily available for anyone. This knowledge is Bhagavad Gita, which I quote every now and then, literally quoted it twice right now, right? So the Gita, the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Samhitas, alright, all of them, your Shiva Sutras, your all these books, they are like your Lord Patanjali's book, Yoga Sutras, okay, be it Vishnu Puran, Garud Puran, Shiva Puran, all these books are readily available. That knowledge is freely available to us. Freely, almost freely. I mean, or at a very, very, very nominal rate. These books are literally between 200 to 800 bucks, which is anything. It costs less than a Starbucks coffee, right? Right? This knowledge is available to all of us, but how many of us have actual access to that knowledge? How many of us have actually gone through it? How many? Very few. Why? Why do you think that is? It literally is because this knowledge, this spirituality, this esoteric knowledge chooses us. You can literally have the book in your hand. Let's say you really want to just prove a point. You can go and buy the book. You can have it in front of you. You can literally put it in your bag also, but you'll not be able to read it. I'll tell you how. I had, when I got married, and which was like, 15-16 years ago, right? So I had, when I came into this house, my in-laws used to live with us in there. So we had like in our living room, we had this huge showcase. It's like from the roof up till like to the bottom. It's like huge. It's got gazillion things. And it had, like, amongst other things, it had about 6-7 copies, and I mean 6-7 or maybe more, 6 to 8 copies of Gita. It had copies of Gita, like stacked together. It's not that they were like all over the place or something. They were very cleanly stacked together. It was right in front of me. I had never even touched those books. Why? They were like my sister-in-laws who would come into the house, and they were like, they would not touch it. Their kids would come into the house, they would not touch those books. Nobody touched them. They literally just sat there unread. And that's how they went away. They just somehow on one day they were like, my father just gave them away to somebody, I think, or to a library. He donated it to a library or something. So what my point is, when it was not my time to read those books, when Divine had not chosen me to read that book, like it was just several copies is what I'm saying. I had those many opportunities, those many copies. It's not like, oh, so there was only one copy and someone took it and I just lost my chance of reading it. There was literally, and I mean there were like these many copies of it, and I'm saying 6 to 8, and I could be more, even more than this. They just sat there. I never read Gita then. Never did. I had those many options. Never did. It was in my living room. Never did. It was like right there in front of my face in our living room, not in some store, not stacked away in a box. They were in my living room, but I never read it. Why? Because it was not my time. Divine had not chosen me to read that book then. Are you getting what I'm saying? Knowledge chooses you. And it's not like I'm not a reader, or no. I have read, like, literally while growing up, our mother made it a point for us to like read so much. I read a lot of books. And I come from like, my parents are not like deeply religious or something. They're moderately religious. They're not even deeply religious or something, but I understand stuff. Like what is and what this book would be and what that. It's not that I had not even heard of these books or something. No, I knew that they were important. Gita was like an important book. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Alright, and despite being a Sikh or from it being a different religion, I knew Gita was an important book. That's what my point is. It was like they were right there. I never read it. Never was given the permission by the Divine to read it. Are you getting my point, collective? So this is how spirituality works. So this person was not able to see something that was right in front of them. Why? It's just this, and they were only able to see this right in front. It's this, and they can only see this bit. But this box is, let's say, let me just give this, they can only just see this. That's it. Oh, that's what the thing offered, that whatever it was. I don't want to just make it too apparent for this person. I don't want them triggered or something. All right, please understand, even if there are karmics in our life, we don't want to trigger anybody. They were only able to see this. That was it. They were not able to see this. This is a many dimensional box, right? They were not able to see all. They only saw just this bit. Okay, this is what is it. That's it. There was nothing, no depth in it. I could not relate. Obviously, you could not relate, but you're not, because you still don't have divine's permission to relate with it. It is not either not your time to relate with it, or that calling is not for you. If you want to see something spiritual in it, you will be able to see it. Now, let's say for instance, let's take religion. Why I think religion and spirituality, between both of these streams, religion and spirituality, actually, why do I feel that spirituality is way more evolved? Is because when religion only teaches you, religion also gives you that same alphabet, right? Gives you a tool to be able to read it, read energy, read divine. All right, it gives you a God, tells you how to pray, and makes it like, gives you that elementary knowledge, like A for apple, B for boy, C for cat, gives you that when it comes to divinity. Religion gives you that. It's beautiful. But most people literally stop at that alphabet only. They're not able to create their own words. And that's when spirituality comes in. Are you getting what I'm saying? Like, literally, for a deeply religious, overly religious person, what it would be, oh, divine is only in my murti. They would not be able to get it. They might think it's only in my mantra. It is only in my murti. No, it is not so. My God. No, God is everybody's God. My God is your God. Your God is my God. There is no difference. They are in each other's life. If you might want to see different swaroops, different avatars, and it helps us to relate with a certain energy that way, but they are all one, right? You understand? So religion gives you that alphabet, but spirituality is the one that enables you. If spirituality chooses you, that means you can create your own words with that alphabet that you have just learned. Are you getting my point? Or again, is it too esoteric? I know it is not too esoteric. You're getting it this time. So it's something like that. This person was not able to, and it always seemed like they were crammed up somebody else's narrative. If I wanted, again, had it been my 5-year-old version, or even version from 7 years ago, I would have probably gone back and forth with them, trying to make my point, put my point through, make them understand something. But I knew instantaneously that this person was not able, now at this present time, I was able to understand it, that this person was not chosen for the message. That's why they did not get the message. Now, for instance, if you, okay, again, I don't want to make it too apparent for this person. If I just quote another one, they will get it. I don't want to trigger anybody. My job as a healer, let's say, let me put it, a reader, healer, whoever, whatever God, being divine's child is, to not injure anybody. I'm not here to injure anyone. That's why I stop myself. Even if that thought comes in me, the divine inside me stops me. Okay, let's not say this. It'll injure them. All right. So it's justice for you to understand that if you get something, you get divine downloads. That means you've been chosen by the divine to understand it. You get a spiritual message out of a simple instance in life, a simple, a moment in life. That means divine has chosen you for that message. It has chosen you for spirituality. Otherwise, you won't get it. No matter how much anyone makes you understand, you won't get it. Spirituality will always be, hoo-ha for you. It'll be about spirits, about, dark knowledge. It is not that. It's literally, we see gods and 4 on the clock. I know divine tells me they love me when it's 4 on the clock. That's how they say they love me. Alright, so I get so many 4 when they want to tell me, it is like that. So it is literally 4 on the clock right now. So they're loving what I'm saying. I can vouch on that. Alright, anyway, so there's all of this. So you either are chosen for the journey or you're not chosen for the journey. You're getting a point? It is as simple as that. You will either see it or you won't see it. Simple. Alright. Do I want to even do tarot? I'm already on 44 minutes. Let's just take out 5 cards and see if Divine would like us to know something specially. Anything, Divine, would you like us to know? 444 on the clock. Let's see. Is anything special like me to tell the collective, Divine? Anything at all? Anything at all? If I have given the messages for today, then that'll be it. Then nothing would come out then. Because I did feel, do I even have to do tarot now? That means our messages have come in. Our messages have come. Oh, something wanted to come? Let me just do it one more time. Okay, one last time. Now, done. I've given my messages for the day. That's how it works. You have to trust your instinct because God is inside you and telling you what to do, what not to do. That's how it goes. And if you believe in Divine will make sure they will mark their presence in your life 50,000 times a day. But if you don't want to believe in Divine, you don't feel that there is Divine, you think only Divine, there is God only in a temple, only in a church, only in a mosque or wherever, you only think Divine only resides, they will make sure that you don't see them anywhere else. They will make sure of that. Trust me. They will make sure of that. What do I have it? Hit. This card just flipped. It was like, oh my god, I think you are a super hit, my collective. Super hit. Defying all odds. You see? Super hit. Defying all odds. So you like doing, see, Divine has a way of, I'm telling you, they have a way of just making themselves present in your life. Should you just choose to accept them as a part of your life, should you choose to be on this journey, and should they choose to take you in. Alright? It is not for everybody for a reason. Maybe you're here to eat shit and die. Maybe. Who knows? But if you're listening to these messages, maybe there is a possibility of your awakening. Maybe there is something that Divine has in store for you, something special in terms of spirituality, in terms of connection with the Divine. Maybe they are making you listen to my messages for a certain reason, right? It's not just going on for no reason at all in your life. You could be like, I don't believe what she says. I don't get half of the stuff she says. Oh yes, thank you for this compliment. I would be, if you were to get everything that I say, I would be offended. I would be offended. If all these heroes and zombies were to get everything that I say, I literally would be offended. I hope you get it. Just dwell on the point that I just made. Alright, collective. So on 47 minutes, 25 seconds, I'm going to just take your leave. I'm going to keep it not very long. It's still 47 minutes is still very long, but I'm going to just keep it at this. I'm done for the day for the messages, and I will try to come to you very, very soon again. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful night. Bye.